What up, this is Rama Screen, covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Netflix's new reality series, The Ultimatum Marry or Move On. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you'd like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. Okay, so of all the dating reality series that Netflix has given us, The Ultimatum is not necessarily the most bonkers, cause that reputation still belongs to Sexy Beasts. God, that show was deliciously weird, but I'd be lying to you if I said that I didn't find The Ultimatum addictive, because I sure as hell did. Here's the thing though. It actually starts just okay. The concept is not too out of this world. They're basically swapping partners without the potential STDs. That's it. That's all there is to it at first. Everybody's testing the water to see if they can find a better match than the one they have right now, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then, bam! Come the get together at the dining table moment, and that's when everybody airs their grievances. They're all judging and calling out each other and pointing fingers. And I'm just sitting here with a bucket of popcorn, soaking it all in. I know it's bad, but it feels oh so good. The Ultimatum is basically the embodiment of be careful what you wish for. From production company Kinetic Content, in The Ultimatum Marry or Move On, 6 different couples on the verge of marriage. One partner is ready to get married, but the other is not quite as sure. An ultimatum is issued, and in just over 8 weeks, they must commit to marriage or move on. In the meantime, each will choose a new potential partner from one of the other couples in a life-changing opportunity to get a glimpse of 2 different possible futures. The series is hosted by Nick and Vanessa Lachey. Okay, so there are basically 10 episodes total, but they are divided into 2 weeks. There's no immunity, there's no lifeline, there's no contest, and the show comes in intervals of 3 weeks if I'm not mistaken. The first is to hang out with the person you choose. The second is a marriage trial with the person you choose, including meeting their families. But then, after that, they have to switch back to their original lover again. Of course, one criticism you can make is that all of the participants look like models. None of them look like regular folks like you and me. I know, sex sells and sexy people sell. So in that sense, I guess this show is just as superficial as they are. So a lot of things that could go wrong does go wrong in this process really. Because it don't matter if you're the one giving the ultimatum. When feelings and emotions are involved, then there's always gonna be jealousy, insecurity, and regret. And trust me, these couples can't hide them even if they try. And rejection always hurts, no matter how thick-skinned you claim yourself to be. Now, you might argue, Rama, this show is not cool. You can't mess with people's relationships like that. Well, I beg to differ, because none of these folks enter this show officially engaged. And my principle is, as long as there's no ring on the finger yet, then game on. And it's clear from watching these 6 couples who among them are not compatible, who among them are toxic, and who among them are, I guess she'll do, or I guess he'll do, and who among them only connect on physical level but not emotional. And the recurring theme that comes up within their arguments is that many of them have difficulties being a good listener. That's the one big thing that always comes up over everything else. Just like many other dating reality shows out there that end with shouting matches, I like The Ultimatum for the reason of guilty pleasure. And it's very selfish really, because seeing them be miserable kinda makes me feel good about myself and my situation. Sure, romance is lovey-dovey and hot and heavy when it's great, but man, you do not want to be there for the flip side. I also like the fact that the hosts, Nick and Vanessa, do not interject themselves too much into the process. They show up every now and then only for the table meet, and when they do give advice, it comes from their marital experience rather than sounding like a shrink. Although, maybe a therapist is exactly what these 6 couples need. Anyway, this show is so juicy. And it's also quite telling or quite revealing really. I mean, listen, I get it. If you've been dating the same person for 2 years, but haven't ended up in marriage yet, then you'd be right to be angry. You'd be right to ask, what the hell are we doing here if we're not going somewhere? But if you're willing to throw yourself and your significant other into this type of experiment, but not willing to reap the potential consequences, then that's on you.